How y'all doing? We back. We getting a good setup. We getting everything right how it's supposed to be. Let's go. Let's go. I need to address something. So we're getting a lot of little traction. It's starting to feel pretty cool. People starting to request certain albums, so that's fucking cool. So I think it's pretty dope. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I love listening to new albums. So if you continue to have super cool albums that you like or you listen to and you want me to rate them, just let me know. Like, follow, subscribe at The Godfather. Just tap in with me. Let me know. I love listening to albums. I love listening to new music. If you're a local artist, whatever, just send me a music. I'll fuck with it. I'll listen to it. Give you a grade, give you not really a grade, but critique it, whatever. Cause I'm going to grade it as if I'm a listener, as a person who is not just a fan of music, but I have a degree in music. So I have a degree in music, been in the entertainment industry for a very long time. So I ain't gonna lie. One thing that I do feel like I can bring to the table is like I truly know kind of what I'm talking about when it comes to like what makes a good song, what makes good lyrics, what makes good music, what music is like definitely like kind of vibey. You can vibe to it. You can all that good stuff. It was gonna make a party. I DJ'd for a while. I dance, I DJ'd, I rap, I record. I'm an engineer. I sing. I do everything in music. Literally everything. I tried to score for a little bit, granted scoring is very hard, but I've tried and I've done a lot of music. So, I'm not saying I'm the expert, but I will give you a grade. I will listen to it in an ear that is very neutral. Okay. So with that being said, an album that somebody actually requested that was pretty cool, that I did not guess that somebody was going to do this. Mariah Carey's Here for It All. So I listened to the album. Don't want to give it away, what I thought about it, but I listened to it. And this is my deep dive into Mariah Carey's Here for It All. Shout out to all the aunties, okay? The aunties went crazy for this one, right? So this album really, really surprised me. Because when is the last time? I don't think I've heard a full-length Mariah Carey album until, let's see. The album that I know for a fact I heard was E equals MC squared, right? That is the last album that had Touch My Body on it. I Stay in Love, Side Effects, I'm That Chick, Love Story. Yeah, that's the last Mariah Carey album I heard. So, Here for It All, Mariah Carey. Let's start. All right, here we go. Here for It All, Mariah Carey. Me was an okay start. All right, it was an okay start. I didn't like the way it sounded though. Hard to say, but I didn't really like the way it started. Right, it was actually kind of what I was expecting from it. Right, I was like, I don't know how I'm about to feel about this album. Play this song. The funk off rip was undeniable. Anderson .Paak. And we know Anderson .Paak doesn't make bad music, right? So I'm not surprised that the song was good, right? So it was a really good song. I wasn't mad at it off rip. It was very good. Type Dangerous, I will say. Auntie was sliding on that one, right? I liked the music. It was elite, well written. It's very mature. It's cool hearing people make music about things that's real. Like, not necessarily real, but like that is in their realm and it's good, right? It's not corny. Like, don't disrespect Ice Cube, but it's like if Ice Cube making like some of these movies he making, they kind of corny. Like Tyler Perry, right? Making some of these movies is kind of corny. granted, they are fitting the mold. Like, we want to make movies that uplift people, blah, blah, but they kind of fucking corny, right? It's kind of corny. But it's cool hearing people like Mariah Carey make albums that are not that. Granted, Mariah Carey is up there in age, but it don't sound. It's for the aunties, but it don't sound like for the aunties. Like literally, if somebody 25 would make this, is probably the 25-year-olds probably go crazy, right? That shit is fire. Sugar Sweet was actually my favorite song at the time, right? It was a bop. Another Kehlani song I really like, actually. She is hitting all records right now. But I like Sugar Sweet. It's pretty good. In Your Feelings is actually my favorite song. It was an instant replay. It's an elite record. The concept, the cadence, everything is amazing, right? In Your Feelings is an amazing song. I wish I heard it more outside, like radios, all that stuff. But granted, people just not appreciating the artistry, the greatness of Mariah. But In Your Feelings is a great song. Nothing Is Possible. This song sounds like it needs to be in a Marvel movie. Like, they need to bring another Marvel hero immediately who's a female and run this song as like the song of the movie. Nothing Is Impossible is an elite record. It's an elite song. And it needs to be on a movie. It needs to be somewhere, somebody's future child movie that needs to be great, right? It's fantastic. Confetti and Champagne. That is the first skippable song on the album. It's meh. I'm sure my aunties is gonna go crazy to it. It's very elegant. It's very fly, classy. It's not bad music. It's just I didn't like it. But I'm sure the aunties are gonna go crazy to that. I Won't Allow It. I feel like I heard that song before. I don't know where I heard this song, but I feel like that song might have got released early. It's cool. It's not one of my favorites, but it was decent. My Love. Auntie took us on one of them classic ballads, It's cool. Good song. It's just not, I don't like it. Or no, I wouldn't say I don't like it. It's just not my jam, not my vibe. I'm not finna like play that again. It was cool. Jesus I Do Though, with the Clark sisters. She took us to church. My nigga Q Dog does a lot of songs with the Clark sisters. Shout out to my nigga Q Dog, the mix god, She touches on more gospel music in Here It Is, right? Here For It All, I'm sorry. Here For It All, she touches on more gospel, kind of the gospel sound, right? So it's really good. It's really good. It doesn't sound forced. It doesn't sound fake. It's a classic Mariah Carey song with the gospel feel, right? With that gospel bend, right? It sounds so good. You could play that in church tomorrow. She hit the high pitched falsetto, the little classic, right? You know what I mean? She hit that shit. So it's fire. Jesus I Do is fire. I don't listen to too much of the Clark sisters, but I do know the Clark sisters are, and they're fire. Especially in the gospel realm. I'm sure people love the Clark sisters, so it's cool. Then Here It Is was like the outro, right? And it served its purpose. It's not something that you're gonna play again. Definitely though, for singers, if you want to practice to a song, I feel like this is a great song to practice to if you're a singer. The transition to the gospel realm from Mariah Carey was surprising. I'm not too familiar with her journey. Maybe she's done this before. I don't know. I haven't, like I said, last Mariah Carey album I listened to was E = MC Squared. So it's been a while. But it sounds real. It sounds real. It doesn't sound forced. It sounds authentic. She's singing. She sounds like, she be doing her church thing. So I love it. Overall, this album was really, really good. It surprised me actually. It was really good. And I don't want to say like it surprised me that she made a good album. It surprised me how good it was though. It surprised me that she, like I said, it's not corny. It's not goofy. It's not old. She sounds youthful. She sounds like she don't sound like an auntie trying to be young. She sounds like an auntie that's just cool. That does her thing. She don't. And one thing that they talk about, Mariah Carey be floating. She look like she float everywhere, right? So this album is definitely floating. Legitimately, it's one. I want to say so. It's 12 songs, which album should be. It's a great 12-song album, right? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 out of 12. You could maybe go 7. I will give it a bump of 7 out of 12 songs that are really good, actually, that are actually like, you'll go back and be like, okay, I kind of like this song. I kind of like this song. I kind of like, you find yourself doing that on this album. I like this song. Like, I do like this song. And they sound, like I said, not forced, um, it's definitely a 6 out of 10. This album is a 6 out of 10. It could be a 7 if it was a little bit more bop, like I said, like, well, not boppy, but just have more of a jam. But like I said, this is for the aunties. The aunties gonna go crazy. On the auntie scale, this motherfucker's a 10 out of 12. It's a 9 on the auntie. This might be a 8 out of no, I'm sorry, not a 9. On the auntie scale, this is an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. You know what I mean? This album is really good, right? It's just, like I said, it's not for me, but it's fire. I'm probably, I'm gonna probably put 2 of these songs on my playlist that I have a playlist that I just put everything on that I like. Nothing is possible probably go on that thing. In Your Feelings will probably go on that thing. Sugar Sweet will go on there. Those 3 songs probably gonna go on there. But this is a really good album. I give it a 6 out of 10. Solid 6 out of 10. The auntie scale got it at an 8 though. 8 or 9. Auntie scale was like, yeah, play this at the next cookout. Play this in the car. Play this. Aunties 35 and up bumping this for sure. But yeah, I would definitely say go listen to Here for It All by Mariah Carey. It's a really solid album. Great album. But yeah, like, follow, subscribe. The Godfather on Twitch. The Godfather on TikTok. We are Godly on Instagram. Go feel it. Oh, The Godfather on YouTube. Let's get it.